Don't invest yourself in wrong people. Life is a beautiful journey, full of love, laughter, and lessons. But along the way, we meet people who shape us, some with kindness and others with pain. And sometimes, without realizing it, we pour our hearts into the wrong hands. We give our time, our trust, our loyalty, our love to people who were never ready to hold it. We try to fix, to please, to prove our worth, forgetting that love should never be a battle for validation. And when those people leave, we feel broken. We question ourselves. We wonder, was it not enough? But my dear, hear me when I say this. You were never too much. You were just giving too much to the wrong people. Not everyone who comes into your life deserves a permanent place in your heart. Some people are lessons, not lifetimes. They come to teach you about strength, about boundaries, about self-worth. And then they go. And that's okay. The problem begins when we confuse attachment with connection. We hold on to people who hurt us because we remember how good it felt when they didn't. We keep watering relationships that stopped growing long ago, hoping love will bring them back to life. But love doesn't live where respect has died. And peace cannot bloom where you're constantly being drained. So stop investing yourself in people who don't value your presence. Stop breaking yourself to keep others whole. Stop giving your all to those who only meet you halfway. You deserve more than being an option. You deserve people who see your worth without being reminded. People who don't make you question your value, but help you remember it. Sometimes walking away is not weakness, it's wisdom. Sometimes silence is not anger, it's self-respect. And sometimes losing people is not loss, it's alignment. It's life's way of removing what's heavy so you can rise higher. When you stop investing in the wrong people, something magical happens. You start investing in yourself. You find peace in your own company. You learn that your happiness was never someone else's responsibility. It was always your own. You realize that being alone is not lonely when you are in the company of self-respect. You begin to see that the love you kept trying to give others was the love you needed to give yourself. Because when you love yourself enough to walk away from what hurts, you make space for what heals. So, protect your energy, guard your heart, not with walls, but with wisdom. Give your time to people who inspire you, not those who exhaust you. Give your love to people who nurture it, not those who take it for granted. Remember, not everyone you lose is a loss. Sometimes rejection is redirection. Sometimes goodbyes are grace in disguise. You are not here to be used. You are here to be valued. You are not here to chase love. You are here to be love. And the right people, the ones who see you, respect you, and cherish you, they will never make you beg for it. So, don't invest yourself in wrong people. Invest in your dreams, your peace, your healing, your purpose. And watch how beautifully your life transforms when you start giving your best energy to the right places. And most importantly, to yourself. Know your worth before you give your heart. Before you give your heart to someone, take a moment to understand its worth. Before you pour your energy into another soul, remember how rare and radiant yours truly is. Because when you forget your worth, you give people the power to define it. And that's how you slowly start losing yourself. You see, love is beautiful, but only when it doesn't cost you your identity. Care is powerful, but only when it doesn't leave you empty. The problem is, we often give so much of ourselves, our time, our trust, our energy, to people who don't know how to hold it. And when they drop us, we start to believe that we were fragile when in reality, they were careless. Knowing your worth isn't arrogance, it's awareness. It's saying, I am deserving of kindness, honesty, and effort. Not because I'm perfect, but because I'm human. It's understanding that your love is not a favor, it's a gift. And not everyone deserves access to it. When you know your worth, You stop chasing people who make you question it. You stop explaining your value to those committed to misunderstanding you. You stop giving discounts on your peace just to earn someone's approval. Because the truth is, when you lower your standards for others, you teach them how to treat you. But when you honor your boundaries, you teach them how to respect you. The wrong people will call you too much the moment they realize they can't take advantage of your kindness anymore. Let them. Because the right people will call that same fire strength. They'll see your softness and protect it, not exploit it. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You don't need to beg for love, chase attention, or fight for space in someone's life. If someone can't see your value, that's not your fault. That's their limitation. The one who truly values you will never make you compete for their time. They will never make you question your place. They will never make you feel like loving you is a burden. And that's the beauty of knowing your worth. It changes everything. It changes how you love, how you speak, how you allow others to treat you. You start walking with grace instead of desperation. You start choosing peace over people. You stop trying to be enough for anyone because you realize you already are. Knowing your worth doesn't mean building walls. It means building standards. It doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means surrounding yourself with those who match your energy, not drain it. So, before you give your heart, ask yourself, does this person add to my peace or take from it? Do they make me feel valued? Or do they make me doubt myself? Do they inspire me to grow? Or do they make me shrink? Because love should feel like home, not like a battlefield. It should heal you, not hurt you. It should bring out your best, not break your spirit. And if it costs you your happiness, your self-respect, your identity, it's far too expensive. So know your worth before you give your heart. Because when you know who you are, you won't settle for anyone who makes you forget it. You'll stop seeking validation and start living in alignment. You'll stop asking to be seen because you'll already be shining. And the day you truly recognize your worth, you'll never have to chase love again. It will find you peaceful, whole, and already complete. Not everyone you lose is a loss. There are moments in life when people walk away, sometimes quietly, sometimes painfully. And in those moments, we often break. We question ourselves. We wonder what we did wrong, what we could have changed, or how we could have made them stay. But my dear friend, let me tell you this, not everyone you lose is a loss. Sometimes, losing someone is the only way the universe makes room for your peace to breathe again. Sometimes, it's not rejection, it's redirection. It's life saying, you've learned what you needed to learn here. It's time to move forward. You see, not every ending is tragedy. Some endings are actually beginnings wearing a disguise. Some goodbyes are blessings that come wrapped in heartbreak. We often romanticize the idea of holding on. Thinking strength means never letting go. But sometimes strength means releasing with love. It means saying, I wish you well, even when your heart is in pieces. It means understanding that peace is more valuable than presence. The truth is, people leave for many reasons. Some outgrow you, some misuse you, some never really see you. And some are simply meant to walk with you for a season, not a lifetime. But every person who leaves teaches you something about love, about life, and most importantly, about yourself. They teach you what you deserve and what you should never accept again. They teach you to stand taller, love smarter, and choose yourself first. When people walk away, don't chase them. Because what's meant for you will never require you to beg for it. Real connections don't need to be forced, they flow. Real people don't make you question your worth, they remind you of it. Sometimes, life removes people because they block your growth. Sometimes it takes away comfort so you can find courage. Sometimes It breaks your heart so your soul can finally open. And yes, it hurts. Losing people hurts. But losing yourself trying to keep the wrong ones, that hurts far more. When you stop mourning who left and start focusing on who's still with you, yourself, you realize that you were never truly abandoned. You were being guided back to you. Healing begins when you stop asking, why did they leave me? And start saying, thank you for showing me what I need to outgrow. Because sometimes the people who leave make space for the ones who are meant to stay. Those who see your light, respect your heart, and add peace to your life. So, when someone leaves, don't curse the door that closed. Bless it, because it's protecting you from walking through the wrong one again. Let your peace be louder than your pain. And remember, you cannot lose what is meant for your soul. You can only lose what was meant to teach you. So don't see every goodbye as a wound. See it as wisdom. Don't see every ending as punishment. See it as preparation. Because the most beautiful chapters often begin right after the hardest ones end. Not everyone you lose is a loss. Some people are lessons. Some are mirrors. Some are reminders of how far you've come. But you are the one who remains. And that is where the real blessing begins. Protect your energy. It's sacred. Your energy is sacred. It's the invisible force that shapes your thoughts, your emotions, and your entire experience of life. It's the quiet glow that surrounds you when you're at peace. And the first thing to dim when you're surrounded by chaos. But too often, we give it away carelessly. We spend our energy on people who drain us, on situations that don't serve us, and on battles that were never ours to fight. And then we wonder why we feel exhausted, anxious, empty, not realizing that we've been leaking our light through the cracks of unguarded boundaries. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it's necessary. It's an act of self-love, a declaration that says, my peace matters, my heart matters, my mental space matters. You cannot heal in places that keep hurting you. You cannot grow in environments that suffocate your spirit, and you cannot rise if you keep pouring into people who never pour back. We live in a world that glorifies being available, always answering calls, replying to every message, showing up for everyone, even when our own soul is crying for rest. But here's the truth. You don't owe constant access to anyone. Your time, your energy, your presence, these are privileges, not obligations. You are not required to attend every argument you're invited to. You are not required to fix everyone's problems. And you are not required to keep proving your loyalty to people who question it again and again. Protecting your energy means knowing when to engage and when to walk away. It means choosing silence over chaos, peace over drama, solitude over superficial company. It means saying no, not out of pride, but out of wisdom. Remember, not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people are meant to be lessons, not lifelines. And the moment you start guarding your peace, you'll notice how quickly your life begins to change. You'll find clarity replacing confusion. You'll find calm replacing chaos. You'll find joy in simply being, not constantly doing. Protecting your energy doesn't mean building walls. It means building filters. It means learning to differentiate between who truly cares and who merely consumes. It means understanding that protecting your peace is how you preserve your purpose. Your energy is your power. When it's scattered, you lose direction. When it's centered, you become unstoppable. So, surround yourself with people who speak life into you, not those who drain it out of you. Spend time in spaces that make you feel safe, seen, and whole. And don't apologize for distancing yourself from those who don't value your presence. You owe yourself the same compassion you give to others. You owe yourself time to rest, to breathe, to recharge. Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And you deserve to be full. Protect your peace like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. Your energy creates your reality. When it's nurtured, you glow differently, you attract differently, you live differently. So today, make this promise to yourself. I will no longer let people play with my peace. I will no longer shrink my light to make others comfortable. I will protect my energy because it's sacred. And when you do, you'll realize the more you protect your energy, the more powerful, peaceful, and purposeful your life becomes. Love should never hurt your soul, love. A word so beautiful, yet so misunderstood. We all long for it. We chase it, fight for it, dream of it. Because love has the power to heal, to elevate, to transform. But love, true love, was never meant to hurt your soul. Somewhere along the way, many of us began to mistake pain for passion. We started believing that love must be difficult to be real, that endurance equals loyalty, that suffering is proof of sincerity. But my dear, love that constantly hurts, confuses, or breaks you is not love. It's attachment, dependency, fear, but not love. Love should never make you question your worth. It should never silence your voice, dim your light, or make you feel small in the name of understanding. Love that's real doesn't demand you to shrink yourself to fit someone else's comfort. It helps you grow, it nurtures your peace, and it gives your heart room to breathe. If it costs your happiness, your self-respect, or your identity, it's far too expensive to be called love. The love that's right for you will never ask you to lose yourself to keep it. It will never make you feel like you are too much or not enough. It will hold space for your flaws and still see your beauty. It will walk beside you, not ahead or behind you. But here's the truth: sometimes we fall for the idea of love, not the reality of it. We hold on to people, hoping they'll change, hoping our love will be enough to heal them. And in the process, we forget to heal ourselves. We forget that love isn't supposed to destroy you in the process of saving someone else. Love is not meant to break you. It's meant to build you. The right love will feel like peace, not anxiety. It will bring you strength, not exhaustion. It will teach you patience, not punishment. Real love doesn't play games. It doesn't make you guess where you stand. It doesn't disappear when things get difficult. It stays, it communicates, it works through the storms with kindness, not cruelty. And if you've ever been in love that hurt, please know that pain was not your punishment. It was your awakening. It was life's way of teaching you the difference between what feels good and what is good. It was preparing you to recognize real love when it finally arrives. So don't let heartbreak harden you. Let it soften you. Let it teach you boundaries, not bitterness. Let it remind you that you deserve a love that uplifts, not one that drains. And before you look for love in someone else, find it within yourself first. Because when you love yourself deeply, when you respect your boundaries, value your peace, and honor your worth, you'll stop settling for love that asks you to suffer to feel seen. You are not hard to love. You've just been loving people who didn't know how to love right. The day you stop confusing pain with love, you'll start recognizing peace as its truest form. And you'll realize that love, real love, is not fire that burns, but light that warms. So please, never let anyone convince you that love must hurt to be true. Love that hurts your soul is not love, it's a lesson. Love that heals your soul, that's the real thing. Walking away is strength, not weakness. There comes a time in every person's life when staying becomes harder than leaving. When you realize that no amount of trying can fix what's already broken. Not because you didn't care enough, but because it simply isn't yours to fix anymore. And that's when walking away becomes an act of courage, an act of reclaiming yourself, an act of choosing peace over pain. But we've been taught to see walking away as weakness. We're told to try harder, endure more, stay strong. Yet no one tells us that sometimes staying breaks you far more than leaving ever will. Walking away does not mean you gave up. It means you finally decided to stop giving more than your heart could bear. It means you found the strength to step away from what was slowly dimming your light. There's immense bravery in saying, I love you, but I love myself too. Because it takes strength to admit that something is no longer serving your soul, even if your heart still cares. Sometimes, walking away isn't just from people. It's from habits, places, memories, and versions of yourself that no longer align with your growth. It's letting go of the comfort of the familiar to step into the unknown, trusting that peace is waiting for you on the other side. You see, growth often requires distance. Healing often begins in solitude. And freedom often starts the moment you stop explaining your worth to those who refuse to see it. Yes, it hurts. Walking away hurts because endings are never easy. But the pain of letting go is temporary. The pain of staying in the wrong place lasts a lifetime. When you walk away, you're not running from weakness. You're walking toward wisdom. You're choosing to protect your energy, your dignity, and your spirit. You're saying, I deserve more than almost love, almost respect, almost peace. You are not obligated to remain in spaces that drain you, diminish you, or devalue you. You have every right to walk away from what doesn't grow you. Without guilt, without apology. Remember, walking away doesn't close your story. It simply turns the page. It's not the end. It's a new beginning written with strength instead of sorrow. Because the moment you walk away from what was breaking you, you make room for what's meant to build you. The moment you stop fighting for the wrong things, the right things begin to find their way to you. And someday, you'll look back and realize that walking away wasn't the hardest thing you ever did. It was the most loving thing you ever did for yourself. So if you ever find yourself standing at the edge of a decision, torn between holding on and letting go, choose yourself. Choose peace over pressure. Choose healing over history. Choose courage over comfort. Because the truth is, walking away doesn't mean you're weak. It means you were brave enough to know your worth. It means you finally chose yourself. And sometimes that's the most powerful step you'll ever take. Choose yourself, even when it's hard. There will come a time when life will test you, not with failure, but with choice. A choice between pleasing others or honoring yourself. Between being accepted or being authentic. Between losing people or losing your peace. And in that moment, my dear friend, I hope you choose yourself, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when it feels like the world won't understand. Because choosing yourself doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you finally remembered who you are. It means you stopped abandoning yourself just to be loved by others. It means you found the courage to say, my worth is not up for negotiation. For far too long, we've been taught that love means sacrifice. Even if that sacrifice is our own happiness. We've been told that strength means holding everything together, even when it's tearing us apart inside. But true strength lies in choosing peace over people, pleasing authenticity over approval. Choosing yourself is not arrogance. It's alignment. It's recognizing that you can love others deeply without losing yourself completely. You can care, support, and give, but not at the cost of your mental and emotional health. Because every time you say yes, when your soul is screaming, no, you build resentment instead of connection. Every time you silence your truth to keep the peace, you create chaos within. And every time you put yourself last, you teach others that you deserve to be treated that way. Choosing yourself often feels lonely at first. It means setting boundaries that might disappoint others. It means walking away from places where you no longer belong. It means facing silence after years of noise. But let me promise you this, that loneliness doesn't last forever. What follows is peace. What follows is clarity. What follows is the kind of self-respect that no one can take away. You begin to realize that the love you kept searching for was within you all along. You begin to understand that you don't have to shrink to fit into anyone's life. You begin to glow differently when you stop seeking validation and start giving yourself permission. Choosing yourself doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring for the right person first, you. Because when you take care of yourself, your love becomes healthier, your boundaries become stronger, your life becomes lighter. And those who truly value you will never ask you to choose between your peace and their presence. They will walk beside you, not above you. They will understand that loving you also means respecting your space, your dreams, and your dignity. So, if you find yourself standing at a crossroads, one path leading to pleasing others, the other leading to honoring yourself, choose you. Even if it's difficult, even if it means walking alone for a while. Because choosing yourself is how you teach the world how to treat you. It's how you break cycles of self-abandonment. It's how you become your own safe place. You are not hard to love. You are just finally learning to love yourself the way you always should have. So today, whisper this gently to your soul. I choose myself, not because I don't care about others, but because I finally care about me. And that, my friend, is the most powerful choice you will ever make. In this journey of life, you will meet many faces. Some will walk with you for a season, others for a lifetime. Some will love you deeply, while others will teach you deeply. Through pain, through silence, through loss. But no matter what happens, remember this truth. You are not defined by who leaves you, but by who you become after they do. There will be people who see your kindness as weakness, your loyalty as convenience, and your love as something to be used rather than cherished. And when that happens, I hope you don't harden your heart. I hope you strengthen it. Because the purpose of pain is not to make you bitter, it's to make you wiser. It's to teach you that your time, your energy, and your love are sacred. And they should never be invested in people who cannot see your worth. You see, your value doesn't decrease because someone failed to recognize it. Your light doesn't dim because someone chose to walk away. The wrong people will always find a reason to leave. But the right ones will always find a reason to stay. So stop chasing those who make you question your worth. Stop begging to be understood in places where you were meant to outgrow. Stop watering relationships that refuse to bloom. Invest instead in yourself, in your healing, your peace, your purpose. Because when you start pouring into your own soul, something beautiful happens. You stop settling for half love, half effort, and half truths. You stop confusing attention with affection and presence with partnership. The right people will never make you feel small to make themselves feel tall. They will never silence your truth to protect their comfort. They will never make you question your value. They will remind you of it. And when you finally meet those people, the ones who match your energy, honor your heart, and bring peace to your spirit, you will thank every wrong one who taught you how to recognize them. So, if today you are healing from betrayal, disappointment, or heartbreak, let this be your reminder. You didn't lose them, you found you. You found your voice. You found your boundaries. You found your strength. And that is the most powerful investment you can ever make. Never invest your light in people who live in shadows. Never trade your peace for temporary attention. And never forget, the love you keep giving to the wrong ones is the love you owe to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who walked away, it's about who you became because of it. So choose peace. Choose strength. Choose you.